Welcome, celestial beings. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. This is going to be a general reading for the collective, so not all messages are going to resonate with everybody. And that's okay. Just take what fits and leave the rest. There's some interesting things in the description box for the collective. And if you want to support the channel or continue supporting the channel, like, share, interact with these videos, watch them to the end, and or subscribe if you haven't done so already. Just know off camera, I have done all the things, and when the camera's on, I'm ready to get down to business. So let's talk about it. So today I decided to pull from the Speaking Easy deck. Okay. And what I immediately got out of that before pulling from the regular tarot was the card of luck, karma, defamation, and peace. So, what I am picking up from all these energies here is I'm talking to a collective who just, your mind is straight, your mind is right, you're very mature, you don't have time for the nonsense. The way you move, I feel like you don't bother nobody, okay? And you hold yourself and those in your circles or those around you to a higher standard. And so a lot of people not of the circle is not aware of your standards, or they don't know exactly how you move. So you may be coming off as like uptight, snobby, uppity, or thinking that you're better than everybody else. This is just from somebody else's perspective who don't know. Okay. And they're judging instead of getting to know you as a person, right? So they think they have you pegged, and that's okay. But anywho, so I'm kind of just describing who this message is for in the collective and what type of energy you bring forth. Okay, so what's going on is, for some of you, I feel like you've run across a situation where you're feeling lucky. Okay, and it could have something to do with something from the past. You having an opportunity to either see something righted on your behalf, because I do see the justice is down here as well, but something righted on your behalf. This is be something that happened in your childhood, or something from like a past job or something like that you weren't able to get, and it's finally found itself back to you. And then however this you benefit from this now, it feels like a stroke of luck, for those who believe in luck, or that luck is a thing. So like this moment of something from before coming back now and finding you, or you finally have that access to it, you're feeling really lucky about it. Now hidden cards, okay. Also, what I'm picking up in regards to this situation is that somebody in your circle or somebody around you, okay, so this person doesn't have to necessarily be like a loved one or a friend or anything like that. This, however they are in around you in whatever capacity, okay. But what they did was, and it could have something to do with this coming back for you, okay? But what they did was something underhanded, sneaky, or behind your back, okay? In which they're getting karma for. Again, the justice card is down here. I really feel like a wrong was righted, okay? And this could be something that happened to you in the past because of what this person had did. They are definitely getting their karma. It could have something to do with defamation, slandering your name, or talking against you, okay? Just however they did that. Somebody actually did that. And it's so amazing how these cards fell down here, okay? But in in these moments when all this stuff had went down, it made you get into a place, of one, disbelief, sadness, disbelief. Yeah, I just feel like that whomever that this is resonating with, is like you cannot believe that this person fixed their mouth, or these people fixed their mouth to say what they said. And that's why they're getting karma. And that's why something is being righted on your behalf. Okay. But on the flip side of this, and how it all how it came, like how it went, was somewhere in this, and could be this lucky break, this luck that happened, but somewhere in this you found peace. You came to terms with, and you found peace, and that opened up some different options. I feel like for you, it could have started off like a level of confusion, how things was going down and how it happened, who was involved, what they were saying, and things of that nature. But the moment that you found peace in this was the moment that something did a boomerang, came back on this person. They definitely suffering their karma. There was a justice served from this. Okay, so this person, because they going through whatever it is they going through, they might even try to come back to you and try to say, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know things was going to blow up and out of proportion the way that it did, and I didn't know it was going to affect you like this and that, please accept my. And then that's where you like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm really not interested. So I feel like that this whole episode or whatever happened was slow in the way things unfolded, and then having to go through it. It kind of felt like it took forever for the karma to happen against this person. You persevered. You didn't give up. Um, you remained intact. You did have your moment, but you're human. Who wouldn't? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that there was a moment where, when stuff was going down and you had an opportunity, you didn't like sit there and just take stuff. All this energy is saying that, okay, you may have had to acknowledge what was going on and your part in this or whatever the case may be, but nothing compared to what this person did and why their messed up reason of why they said that they did it. Okay. But anywho, so you jumped into action and you did what you could do, but you didn't push too much and you didn't influence too much, because you actually did need to see how things were going to unfold. Also, that's for me, that's where you found this moment of peace. You made peace with it, right? And I feel like the moment you made peace with what happened in this situation is when stuff started unfolding the way that it did. All right. Now that all that's out the way, let's go ahead and get some clarification and some confirmation of what's going on. Again, this person that was involved in getting all this crap instigated, they could have been somebody younger, somebody very inexperienced. But once you found out what they did, what they said, or their role in this deception and whatever went down, I feel like stuff started coming at you fast, whether it was more people trying to get on your side of things or making sure you knew that they was on the right side of this. They didn't have anything to do with it. Again, with this, I feel like that this person as well, not only did it have you feeling some type of way, I just feel like that this person was just not a happy person. This person was going through some things, or this person doesn't know how to handle things. Again, that feel very immature, very young, very inexperienced. And they might have got caught feelings or got in their feelings about how experienced you are, or how they didn't know how to move. They don't know how to move. Okay. So I feel like that they took in something, ran with it, didn't have all the information, right? And now they got egg on their face. But the energy is so immature that it doesn't make sense. I don't know what they were trying to do, but they really was. I don't know why they was trying to take you down. I'm here taking you down. I don't understand why they was trying to take you down. I feel like this person is really young, inexperienced, and they just really didn't know who they was messing with. Because you calm, cool, and collective, I really feel like they didn't have a chance in hell on whatever this was that they was trying to pull off, especially with the defamation and the slander part. But those who know, you know what I'm saying? Those who know you know you. And I don't think it was sounding right to begin with. Whatever it is that they were trying to put out there, I don't think it sounded right to nobody to begin with. All right, let's get some more out here. Yep. You said not on my damn watch and not on my dime. This person is holding grudges. mm. This person is holding grudges. I feel like that. I don't know in what relation you are to this person. I feel like this person felt like that they were supposed to be given something that you got, or that they weren't entitled to something that you have. I feel like that they didn't earn whatever this is that they felt like that they was entitled to. So they was gonna get back. They was gonna get you. They was gonna get you, but again, they don't know who they was dealing with. This person is definitely holding on to some grudges. I don't know if you passively aggressively said something, they took it in and ran with it, or caught feelings within it. But this person, again, I feel like that they're so inexperienced. I feel like that there is so much life for them to still experience and learn and grow, and this person is just starting off wrong. Just yeah. Aw. I'm not saying, it's totally up to you. I don't know. I don't know why this person did it the way that they did it. It's just okay. I'm calling the spade a spade. This person is so naive. Okay, they really didn't know what they was doing or up against, and they are paying for it heavily. Is all I can say. Let's get some more information. But I do want to add that if this person went actually the number age young, their mindset is very immature, or like they haven't experienced a lot. Okay, so I'm just putting that out here because it's so naive. This energy is so naive. This person is definitely in their feelings. Okay, this person was clearly operating from an emotional standpoint, an emotional level. This person, they got hurt some type of way. Something was said and they was hurt. And that's why they did what they did. But they took it out of context is what I'm feeling, or what I'm picking up on. Again, the whole action and when it was taken and why they did it and what they doing it for. And now they paying for it or whatever. They could have handled it differently. They could have totally handled this differently. All these freaking cups. Mm-mm. Let's do one more. Let's see here. This poor baby. That's all I can keep saying is this poor baby. He not knoweth what he done. He or she. Child. You better ask somebody. Okay. So again, I just want to recognize that this person was operating on in an emotional space. This is exactly why they did what they did. Unfortunately, it was too late. If people got involved, okay. I do see that there was like a peacemaker, or somebody who had to make a decision amongst their things that was going on. Several people actually. Again, this person in their mind, they was ready to take you down, but unfortunately, like there feels like that there's some type of seniority type situation or moment. Your history with whomever all is involved played a part as well. Basically, this person just didn't know. They didn't know. They didn't know what they were up against. Again, they was flooded with emotions and they reacted, and now they're paying for what they tried to accomplish and what they tried to do. They did not succeed. Again, you've already found peace in this, but this is just confirmation that this situation happened. This person was in their feelings about something. They reacted. They tried to get people involved. It did not work out in their favor. They paying for what they've done. Again, egg on their face. They feeling silly. They don't. Now they wish that they wouldn't have did what they did, but basically they was trying to get you caught up. They really was. They was trying to get you caught up, and it didn't work. And it didn't work. Oh my goodness. Let me pull these final cards, because all I got to say is I think that this person will definitely think 2 or 3 times before they try to do what they did to you to anybody else. And this entitlement that they felt in whatever moment that they was in emotionally, I hope they don't put themselves in this place or this predicament again with anybody else, because this was a hard lesson for them to learn coming up against you. I could totally see this being like in a work environment where, again, when I mentioned having seniority and things like that, but where maybe the culture is turning young, right? And they're hiring up a lot more younger people to be in these roles, and some of these leadership roles, and somebody just kind of got a little bit beside themselves on the power that they thought they actually had, and then try to do some stuff. I could definitely see that in this type of situation. I could see this in a situation in a family dynamic where, maybe a young adult, say late teens, early 20s, didn't, they got a no, or they didn't get something that they felt like that they was entitled to, got a whole bunch of stuff stirred up within the family. That type of situation, I could see these type of scenarios going down. So if this sounds like, it doesn't have to be like one thing. If that, like these examples that I threw out there for you, that make you go like, yup, that's it. I'm talking to you, okay? But again, you found peace. You made peace with this, right? What you did was you went through what you had to go through yourself emotionally, because again, you couldn't believe what was going on. You couldn't believe what was said or what this person was trying to pull. Again, once you made your peace with it, figured out some things, and then let some things really like handle themselves. I think the fact that you stepped back and let things unfold the way that they naturally unfolded is the reason why it worked out so much for you. But anywho, you embraced the situation, you embraced what was going on, and again, you kicked back and you just waited and you just chilled out, and it definitely worked out for you. The situation, you, again, says healing begins. I feel like for you, with the moment that you found peace, but for this person, that they learned and they are still learning a lot, and then whatever is ignited this level of emotions that they displayed in this situation and how it got them where they are today, I feel like they are going to start healing whatever traumas or whatever is going on inside of them as well. And they're going to think 2 or 3 times before doing this to anybody else. They really are. The way, okay, let me get these last 2 cards down here. I'm hearing you're gonna learn today. This was definitely a teachable moment for this person. Any more messages before we close this out? This was a freaking teachable moment for real. And they still learning. They still getting the business. Oh my goodness. Here we go. What we got? Yep. There's the harmonies. Harmony restored. There's several sixes down here. So 666, 6666, whatever that means to you. For me, when we get them sixes in a row like that is some type of success, some type of recognition or rewards or something going into your favor. This person, that's the blossom card. This person definitely learned and is still learning from this situation. They bit off more than they can chew is all I can say. Okay. Sorry that you had to go through this, but it for you, it worked out. For that other person, not so much. But you know what? I know my gang got this. I know y'all got this. I'm not worried about y'all. So until next time, I love you. I love you. I love you.